there any skills that you wish you would have started growing sooner? Any skills that you've developed through the trauma, through like the challenges, that you feel like, all right, from day one, focus on these skills because this is what you now realize will make you successful in trading and in business? The specific skills.
Like that would get me to my goals faster, or what do you mean by that?
Like some folks, they tell me that discipline and not like once you start making money, you don't go out and spend. You still keep that same exact momentum for a long time. Are there any skills that like, at first, obviously I can read it in a book.
Correct.
But now from the perspective I'm at right now, I now realize certain things were true.
Correct.
What things would you say are true?
A lot of things are
and that
true.
have helped folks.
A lot of things are true. So like your last trade is not like guaranteed to be in the future, meaning like you can make 10K, 20K, 5K in a month or a payout. Like I had somebody who, literally I know somebody who said for 3 months straight, they made $12,000 on a prop firm, quit their job and everything, and they haven't had another payout and it's been a year. And like they're credit card debt and now they're like crying every night. So it's like, I've learned that you have to save money. Just because you're making 12K a month, you can't just spend 8K a month, right? We talk about prop firms who are making, 8 figures, their expenses are 8 figures. It's hard to have that as an actual model, but as a business, you have to actually talk about my wife, like actually save a lot of that money. And I realized that a lot, well, I didn't realize that till later on. If I realized that early on, that like if I'm making money, make sure I keep it, don't, increase my lifestyle too quickly, then that helps a lot. But actual skills, I go back to what I was saying, which is one of the things that I'm doing is that like practical skills that pay you that you can use to fund a prop account or use to fund X, Y, and Z, right? So prime example, if I'm a kid right now, and Iman Gotzi and Andrew Tate talk about all the time, there's no reason why I shouldn't be learning all these other skills so that I can cold DM Swaggy and say, yo, Swaggy, I can do X, Y, and Z for you. People know, I will hire anybody if they have the skills. Yeah. Somebody can DM me right now from watching this interview and say, yo, Swaggy, I've been studying, whether it's videography, email marketing, social media marketing, I can post online, whatever they can do to make my life easier, I'll work for you for 3K a month, 4K. I will hire them and give them a try and try it out because the money that they're making, even though it may be the same as their 9 to 5 or a little bit more, they have more time to actually study trading and learn trading because you're not locked at a desk from 9 to 5 actually. So from a skill perspective.
And you're innovating.
Yeah, you're innovating,
You're not just working at a large company where you're kind of like checkboxing. Like you are building this from scratch. And when they're gonna go on to the next gig, you don't realize how valuable that opportunity is.
Yeah, nobody does.
Most large companies are actually in decline, but they don't look like it. So from the inside or from the outside, everyone wants to join Merrill Lynch, for example. When I was inside Merrill Lynch, people were trying to jump out the window. They were putting nets out outside the window saying, you can't jump out, you're coming right back up.
Wow.
And so I think that you providing that opportunity and then getting that front row seat is not just, okay, you're Swaggy, you got all this lifestyle, people can come learn from you.
Correct.
But also a perspective of figuring it out on the spot, and then somebody who's in a creative art, that's their whole job is like, okay, where am I gonna find my next client? How am I gonna build my next project?
Correct.
They're getting the front row seat.
Correct.
Folks watching this, he just said I'll hire anybody who's got a skill. Y'all better start bringing in
their applications. Y'all got the skills, we will hire you just like, cause we wanna grow our team and build, but people have to like have that ROI where it's like, make sure they're actually giving value.
And I have one last question.
For sure.
And I appreciate you guys sticking around. This is not a trading interview, but my God, it's beyond trading. Because I think everyone had this idea of being a full-time trader, and you realize that your life after trading is what matters the most.
Correct.
What are you doing with this money?
Right now?
No, not you specifically. I just mean like in general.
Got you.
So what would you tell folks in terms of, because the perspective of that question is, this is what people think that trading is.
Correct.
Then you make the money and realize, oh, it's life beyond trading.
Correct.
What are some things that you thought were true, and then now from your perspective, which is very rare, there's about 20 houses in this neighborhood. There's about 20 people that can answer this question, but not a lot of people are in markets. What have you learned to be true and not true about success, specifically financially, that you could share with folks about their ability to be successful?
Yeah, so things change a lot. Like you have to be prepared for things to actually change. Myself, I would think that, oh, what I'm doing at 24, 25, 26, I'm gonna keep doing for the rest of my life. Things actually change and you gotta adapt to it, right? So like, whether it's courses, whether it is a prop firm, whether it is trading, right? Like prime example, like I still trade every single night, right? Or I'm active every single night because I have like a platform where my audience can kind of trade with me and comes in the room and stuff like that. But like, there may be some times where like for 2 months straight, I'm not trading at all because I'm focused on something else, right? And I never thought that would be the case, 2, 3, 4 years ago, right? And I say this all the time where it's like, We look at Conor McGregor and Rihanna all the time, right? Conor McGregor was the craziest fighter for almost 2013. Aldo, Mendez, Alvarez.
You said it, a decade.
He was controlling everything.
That guy, yes.
Then what happened? Fought Floyd, got 100 million. Then sold the whiskey company and got 180 million off of it. Then what? He fought 2 times in the last 5 years, right? Like, and I'm not saying that about trading. I'm just saying that things change. And Conor thought he was going to be always fighting, and then it kind of changed. After that, he fought Habib, fought Poirier, and then fought Poirier again, right?
So what you're saying is like what you do with the money during your peak years, it matters more than your peak years? Is that kind of where you're getting at? Where like Conor put away the Floyd money, he put away the whiskey money, and now he doesn't need to constantly be doing that?
Because if you look at the money he got from Floyd, and even before that, what did he do? He like invested in actual proper 12, right? An actual company and built it up. He didn't just blow it on like, you got some things, but he didn't blow it on like, I'm gonna spend $80 million on just all like the cars, all the Rolexes, all the everything. He like, I'm gonna start a company that's gonna pay me when I'm not fighting type thing.
Yes.
Even Rihanna. Everybody's been asking for a Rihanna album for a long time. What does she do? She's a billionaire, not from music, from Savage X Fenty, her lingerie brand. That's what made her a billionaire. And like, so like, she hasn't made an album in years because she's so focused on that, and she never thought, oh, I'm gonna leave music to go to that. I'm not saying people here are leaving trading, because I'm always gonna be in the industry sometime. But I've also said that I don't know how long it'll be, but there may be a time in the next 2 or 3 years where like, I'm not in the day-to-day trading, and I'm more investing in terms of like longer term or swing trading, like longer term, as opposed to every single day I'm day trading. Because at that point, my time, I like spending time with my daughter and things like, I don't need to be day trading. I like to invest and swing trade as time goes on. So things change. You got to be open to adapting.